So my plan for this Metro build is to make it free or as cheap as possible to build this off-road rig. I'm gonna have to spend a little money or do some trading to get some parts like the tires, but for the vast majority of what I plan to do to this, I can just rob from other vehicles that I have here on the property. This Monte Carlo, as you guys may know if you saw my video a couple years ago, I blew up the transmission on this trying to do a burnout. After I had fixed a bunch of problems and was about to take it to a race, blew up the transmission here in my driveway. So it's been sitting and I've robbed a few parts off of it here and there for other projects. But today, I'm going to be taking a few things off of this to see if I can't make them work on the Metro. So let's go ahead and get some things unbolted and go mock them up on the Metro. Headlight. I don't know. I wasn't planning on using that, but I might. I removed it so that I could get to these bolts. No wire harness. Oh, I hate these stupid clips. You know what? Where are my scissors? All right, let's go mock this up, see what it looks like. Oh, now that's some high quality body work right there. I think that is going to do the trick. Okay, so I went ahead off camera and trimmed out this center support piece for this nose piece to the hood and the latch. Deleted all of that so that I could get a nice thin layer here. I'm in the process of bending it over. I've already got it mostly bent over. Mostly bent over here. And then I'm going to work my way across and then eventually pinch it as hard as I can. Probably throw some tape on the back of it, call it good. Throw it on, make sure everything lines up. If it does, put my pins in. And we move on to the next project. Well, that looks pretty good. Pretty darn close. Go ahead and throw the bolts in. And then I think any other adjustments that need to be made I can do while it's still on the car. Probably am going to use some channel locks to go through and smash it down even a little more. Maybe not. I don't know. I kind of like this roll. Looks a lot better than it did. All right. Let's get that put on. Just count that to the many things that are broken, like the windshield. That weren't broken when I got it. Okay, what's hanging it up? I'm assuming it's making contact somewhere here more than it did before. It actually feels like it's pressure on the hinges themselves. Shoot, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna bolt it down like that. And I'm gonna have wing nuts that I can zing them out to get it open quickly. Quicker than the double latch system that most of these new cars have. So that's the plan. I think this is perfect. It is a gambler after all. The seal does make contact up here where I wanted it to. Honestly, that real quick, ugly roll job turned out much better than I expected. All right, I'm not gonna do the pins now. I'll do that later in the build. Interesting. Hard to get the look with that piece of wood. Let's take that off. Not bad. That's pretty much what it's going to look like, minus the O'Reilly's jug. And we're going to have the off-road lights from that Suburban. You see right there. Here, 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 here. Looks kind of like a duckbill smile. All right, that's just mocked up. Moving on. Oh no. Oh. I drilled through the wrong spot. Okay, so I went ahead and pre-drilled the holes for these screws, these bolts. I only have one. I'm gonna have to go to the store and pick up another, but I wanted to make sure this would work. So I pre-drilled these holes, and I pre-drilled a hole on the frame side, very thin sheet metal. This is not going to be weight bearing. I was going to put a winch on this, but that would require a ton of beefing up that I just don't have time to do. Not going to mess with that. If I need to be towed out, these hooks right here should do the trick. It is only an 1,800-pound car. Of course, I'm adding quite a bit of weight to it, but this bar will be for the lights and the bottles for the coolant overflow and for the washer fluid. May put a couple other small accessories, but this is just going to be a shelf to hold those things. It is not structural, so this bolt should be enough to keep everything in place and keep it from coming off. Let's go ahead and get it screwed in. Oh, I swear everything on this car is taking 5 times longer than it should. First the oil change fiasco, now this bumper, which I should have had tapped and mounted into these supports hours ago, but with the plethora of hardware I have, I didn't have exactly what I needed to attach these, and I need to get a bolt in here, not just a big screw. Even though this isn't going to hold a ton of weight, I don't want just some sort of loose screw in here. I want it bolted in. The only way to do that is to create an access hole. I wasn't going to do that earlier because I wanted to mount a winch to this, but it looks like I'm going to have to beef this up anyway if I ever want to do that. So I'm going to hit this with a hole saw, give myself some room to get a wrench in here and get this mounted to the car. And done. All right, let's get this damn thing bolted up. About 6-inch bolts for Lowe's. Hopefully this will do the trick. All right, you guys can see I got plenty of access. Slap a washer in there. Throw the nut on. Oh shit. Please tell me I didn't just do that. Oh, I think I have a magnet that I can get down to it. Crap. Hopefully I have an extra. Doesn't really matter what kind of nut, just as long as it has the same threads, size and pitch. Don't drop it this time, Billy. Okay.
Oh, okay. I gotta go see if I can find another one. Okay, fortunately, I did have a nut in my collection of hardware. So this time, let's try to not drop the hardware. I do have extras, so it's not a huge deal if I do, just a big pain in my butt. There we go, it's on. Again, I'm not looking for this to hold a ton of weight, but I do want it to be as secure as possible. Alright, that ain't going nowhere. In fact, I might actually be able to tow from it, even with just that one bolt, but I'm not gonna try. Alright, so we've got all of our coats on, I think about 4 coats, and it's been about 8 hours or so since I did the last coat. I went ahead and pulled one of the letters off early this morning to make sure that I'm not getting any like chipping or peeling. Looks like it's doing just fine. Looks like it's doing just fine, but before everything cures too much, I want to go ahead and pull it off before we cause any issues. So that's why I'm up early this morning doing this even before I take the kids to school. So let's go ahead and rip this tape off. actually turned out pretty good. A little better than I expected it to. Not perfect by any means. You can definitely see not the most round corner there on that D, and definitely have some spots like here and here where it bled a little bit. But overall, I'm really liking the look of that. Oh wow, that actually looks pretty damn good. Yes, I do plan on continuing this stripe here. I don't know when I'll get to that. Maybe not this trip. Maybe before this trip, I don't know. Maybe after. But boy, those hammer marks really show with that yellow. But I mean, overall, considering what I've done in the amount of time that I did it, I like it. Damn roosters. So I'm noticing on camera that it looks more orange than it is. Like, it looks school bus yellow on camera. It is not school bus yellow. It's more like taxi yellow, which is not what I really wanted, but that's what ended up. I still have yet to put the back bumper on. Having problems getting the back crash bar off the Monte Carlo. Once that comes off, it will go on there, and it will be painted yellow as well. Down here, not only the stripe will I continue the black, but I will also paint that piece black right there so that it flows all the way through. I mean, besides that, I think it looks pretty darn good. I don't know if I've showed you guys this yet or not. I think I have, but did the Taillight. Super easy. Bought this Taillight repair tape for like $3 or $4 at O'Reilly's, and just taped it twice to give it a nice darker red, so it looked pink. So I did it twice, and then Gorilla Tape around it to hold everything in place. It's looking good, you guys, and we're so close to being done. All right, I know I said before this that I was going to get the lights all wired up and everything, and we will be getting to that and mounting the other accessories and whatnot in part 5 of this Metro build series. We also have quite a few other blunders and setbacks on the way for you in the next parts. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Billy D, Chevy Metro, and on out of here. Peace.